The 2-2. Popped up. Sandoval in foul territory. Giants win.
0-2.
Alright guys, thanks for watching. This is the Rivalry Sports Talk. I'm Alec, this is Frank, and if you joined us on our last episode, we talked about the AL Central, and on this episode we're going to be talking about the AL West. So let's jump right into it. First on our list are the Oakland A's. Alright, the Oakland A's with a record of 68-94 last year, which is the first time they've missed playoffs since 2012. And what I didn't understand in this offseason and then last year, why this offseason they got rid of Lowry and then last year they get rid of Donaldson.
Yeah, I mean, it's Billy Beane. Really, we never know what he's doing, but somehow he always makes it work to the point. I mean, they just make the playoffs for 3 straight years. Mm-hmm. And so, I mean, it's going to be interesting. They lost Chavez. They upgraded their bullpen, which was their problem last year. It's just a matter, they can score runs. I just question their starting rotation.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it'll be interesting, to say the least. But Billy Beane always seems to know what he's doing, so I'm not going to question the guy.
Well, if you've seen Moneyball, then you know what Billy Beane is trying to do.
That is true.
What's this?
This is the code that I've written for our year-to-year projections. This is building in all the intelligence that we have to project players.
Okay.
It's about getting things down to one number. Using stats the way we read them, we'll find value in players that nobody else can see.
And with that, we move on to the Seattle Mariners.
Alright, the Seattle Mariners ending 4th place in the AL West with a 76-86 record. And again, they missed playoffs. They haven't made the playoffs since 2001. And that's hard to believe when they have guys like Robinson Cano, the King, Felix Hernandez, and their addition to last season, Nelson Cruz. How come they aren't winning ball games?
I don't know why they're winning ball games. I mean, Cano did have a bad year last year. Nelson Cruz hit, it seemed like 50 home runs. And then Felix hasn't been the same. But I just think it's nothing to do with the players. I do think it's something to do with maybe the coach or something, maybe the manager. I'm not
inside the clubhouse.
Yeah, inside the clubhouse. There's no chemistry. Will they bounce back? I'm not really feeling it with the Mariners this year, but I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they'll do okay.
Yeah. So now that we just talked about the Seattle Mariners, we're going to jump right into the Los Angeles Angels. Yes, the Los Angeles Angels ending in 3rd place with an 85-77 record, and I like the Angels just because I'm a huge fan of Mike Trout. I mean, who isn't? But with him in the lineup with Pujols, that's a scary lineup for pitchers to face.
Yeah, and I do like the Angels. I like their starting rotation is going to be the issue, but the hole in left field. I thought they were going to go out. Maybe go get an Alex Gordon and Justin Upton, maybe Yoenis Cespedes, but they didn't make any moves this offseason. And I know their financial situation, they're buried in a lot of guaranteed money, but I would have thought they would have made one more move to push them over that edge. I mean, they were so close to making. They were 2 games out of the playoffs last year. So it'll be interesting to see how that team responds, especially with Mike Trout leading them. Mm-hmm. But I'm not sure how the Angels are going to do this year. It's a toss-up.
I really want to see the Angels win, but for them to win, I really think their pitching needs to improve.
Yeah.
I mean,
I agree.
You can't just have Trout and Pujols carry the team like they have been for the past few years.
Yeah, and it's just not going to happen that way. But I don't know. We'll see. I think obviously they're going to be a contender. They always are. They're always right there every single year. Mm-hmm. But it'll be interesting to see how they do.
Yes. All right, now we're going to move on to the Houston Astros. The Houston Astros ending in 2nd place last season with an 86-76 record, beating the Yankees in the wild card, but couldn't get past the League Division Series. And the Houston Astros with Jose Altuve and Correa, and then their ace, Keuchel. I mean, they're a great team, and I'm a big fan of Houston
Yeah,
Astros.
I'm in love with Houston this year. They showed last year that they're ready. Like that, I know they were projected to win the World Series, I want to say in 2018, but they came out last year and freaking hitting home runs like crazy, producing runs. I'm actually really in love with this team. They re-signed Tony Sipp. They traded for Ken Giles. I mean, I truly think the Astros are going to be a great team this season, and it is going to be hard to beat them at home.
Yes, the MLB's in for a treat with the Houston Astros.
Yeah, it's just amazing what they've done, and they do it so. That is a young baseball team.
Very young.
I mean, and they don't, in my opinion, they don't really have a veteran leader.
No. Well, Altuve be the one.
Yeah, and he's not that old.
No.
So it's cool to see a bunch of young guys rally, and I mean they were so close to being the Royals. They were 2 innings away, which is just crazy.
Yeah.
But I really like what the Astros are doing, and I think they're going to have a great season this year.
I agree. So now we're going to move on to the Texas Rangers. All right, the Rangers, they won the AL West with an 88-74 record last season. And to be honest, I'm not a big fan of the Texas Rangers. I think last year they got lucky with the Houston Astros being there. So I believe the Houston Astros are a way better team than the Texas Rangers.
I would agree. I think that the Rangers' starting rotation, in my opinion, is a bit better. You do have Keuchel, but I mean you have Cole Hamels, and you have Hugh Darvish coming back off Tommy John. So I mean whether he'll be able to stay healthy all season, I wouldn't say it was a fluke. I just think they got lucky because the Astros kind of got burnt out at the end of the season. A lot of young guys not used to playing that much, but. The Rangers, I think they're going to do well this season. I mean, like I said, you got Hugh Darvish and Cole Hamels, your 1-2 punch.
And then also you got Gallardo maybe coming back.
I don't think they'll sign them. They want that draft pick, but we'll see.
All right, we just broke down the AL West for you. So now you know what time it is. It's prediction time. And this is where we give you our predictions of who ends in first, second, third, fourth, or fifth in their division. And if you look back a few episodes ago, Frank and I have turned this into a game.
Just another quick little recap on how the scoring goes. If we get the team right that finished in the right spot, it's 1 point. If we get a playoff team right, it's going to be 2 points. And if we get the division winner right, it's going to be 3 points. We're going to tally them up after we do all 6 divisions and see who comes out on top. So, Alex, start us off.
All right, so this is my prediction for the AL West. In 5th place, I have the Oakland A's. I really don't think they have what it takes. To be honest, since I'm a Giants fan, I've never been a fan of the Oakland A's. So I'm going to put them in last. And in 4th place, I have the Seattle Mariners. I believe Cano's going to have a better season than he did last year. Nelson Cruz, he's just going to keep on doing what he's doing. And then the King, Felix Hernandez, is going to be, he's going to get more strikeouts, I believe. And so then in 3rd place, I put the last year's AL West champions in 3rd place, the Texas Rangers. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of the Rangers. Prince Fielder was a big part of that team, a big part of the club. And I believe their pitching needs to improve, but you do have Hamels, which is a big help. But in 2nd place, I have the Los Angeles Angels. I'm a huge fan of Mike Trout. I really want to see him do well. I mean, they've been so close so many times, but I think this is going to be their year to make wild card. So, and then in 1st place, I have the Houston Astros. Being so young and having that lineup like they have, I really believe that they're the strong team that's going to win this AL West. So those are my predictions. Let's move on to Frank's.
And in the last spot, I got the Mariners finishing 5th. I just don't see it when it comes to them. Something's wrong with that ball club, whether it's in the clubhouse, whether the players, they just don't gel well. I mean, they added Adam Lind. They did get Wade Miley from the Red Sox, but I'm not, as you guys can tell, I'm not a big Wade Miley fan. I mean, we'll see how they do, but it'll be interesting. I'm not big on the Mariners. At 4th, I do have the Oakland A's. I am kind of a bit on the I do like Billy Beane. I do like what he does, and I truly think that the A's might be able to pull something magical as far as maybe they might make a wild card run or something like that. They did bolster their bullpen, but we'll see. In third place, I have the Los Angeles Angels. And this is a team, I would have loved to put this team in the playoffs, but they didn't make any sort of moves in the offseason. If they would have went out and got even like a lower end, maybe like a Dexter Fowler or somebody else like that, I could see them doing something well in that division. I just don't see it. I have them third. And in second, I have the Texas Rangers. I do love the 1-2 punch with Cole Hamels and Yu Darvish, but the question is whether Darvish will be fine after the whole Tommy John surgery. And at the top, I think it's undisputed, the Houston Astros. They are, I think, one of the better teams in the AL, in the whole MLB, to be honest. And with Keiko leading it off at home, I don't think any team's going to be able to take that division title from them. Rangers are good, but with what the Astros have done this offseason and what they were last year, granted, having a Rookie of the Year season, he's only going to get better. And I just think the Astros probably have one of the best teams in the MLB right now. Alright guys, and that's going to do it for us today. We just broke down the AL West, and next time we will be doing the NL, and we'll start off with the East. Other than that, guys, thank you for watching. Hopefully you guys are going to join us next time. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe. And if you guys think we're right, maybe we're way wrong, drop a comment down below. Let us know these kind of things. Other than that, guys, thank you. And as always, respect the rivalry, and we'll talk to you guys later.
All right, the Rangers winning the. Oh fuck. Oh.